What's up, teammates?
Today we are doing a little chill video. We usually out and about, but today we decided to just sit down and talk to y'all and give y'all a little tea.
We ain't talked to y'all in a minute, you know. We didn't move back to Mexico. We didn't start going around traveling Mexico. And we ain't never even told y'all why we came back to Mexico.
Right. So that's what we'll be doing today. And as always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.
And make sure you hit that bell so you don't miss no upcoming videos. Let's get into it.
From D-Town to H-Town, you know that I got you, girl. Know that I'm gonna love you forever. It's my town and your town. Now that we're here, we gon' build this empire together. When you smile, I smile. As long as I got you, I'm gonna make sure that you smile forever. You're 2 down, I'm so proud. No matter the weather, we gon' pull through the storms together. You're my queen and I'm your king. You're my love, my everything. You have my heart and yours with me. I'm feeling like it's destiny.
From D-Town to H-Town.
Okay.
Alright.
All right, y'all. So like we said, of course we're back in Mexico. If you've been watching our channel, you know, we've been giving y'all the uploads every Tuesday, every Thursday,
And
every Saturday.
what? 3 times a week.
3 times a week.
Look, we feel like we done took a long time off, so it's time to get that content out for y'all, let y'all see what we seeing and explore and experience these things we are experiencing.
Yep. So we just started putting out content and we realized, like, wait, we ain't even tell them that we moved back. I got people in my inbox like, did y'all move back to Mexico? Like, what's going on? What's going on? So this the video.
So the answer to that question is yes, we have moved back to Mexico. How long we been here?
We have been here for about a month and a half now, and we're actually here to stay. We actually got our temporary residency.
We are residents, you know. We came through with the intention of staying here with no plans of going back, you know. So let's get into a little bit more of that. Why we came back after we left, you know, all of that good stuff. We know y'all want to know.
All right, so let's go. So I would say that y'all know the first time we moved to Mexico, it was in 2020, and it was a little after COVID had started. It was like, I think the summer of 2020.
Yeah, it was June actually. It was right after we had ended the lease at our apartment. You like, nah, you know what? Rather than spend all this money in Houston, let's go try something different. You know, and then that COVID stuff was hitting. So we like, yeah, let's just move around, try something new, see what we can find.
So y'all know we came to Mexico, we moved to Merida, and we loved it. We was like, okay, this the vibe. But then, you know, we had some issues. If y'all have not seen that video of why we left Mexico the first time, just go through our videos and you will see it.
And just in case you lazy and you don't want to go through the videos, I'll tag it up. Just, you know, just because I'm a helpful person, I want y'all to be able to get that information.
So we loved it, but we had to go back. And, you know, things were going good. I went back to school, you know.
I got a job, you know, it was paying real good. You know, we had got us a house. We were going through, we had got pregnant. Yeah, it was a lot going on. And when we originally came to Mexico, I don't think we had no like plans. It wasn't like we gonna stay here. It was us trying it out and seeing what we liked it. So we came on our tourist visa, you know, which give you that 6 months to stay as you please. Yeah, so we came on the tourist visa. So when we came back, well, when we left, it was like we still loved this place, and we knew that, you know, it was see you later. It wasn't goodbye Mexico. It was more like a see you later type of thing.
Yeah, so like he said, I went back to school, he got a good job, an opportunity that he couldn't pass up. You know, things were going, and, you know, we got pregnant, you know, things were happening. Even while we were pregnant, we were always still like, yeah, you know, when a baby comes, we're gonna move back to Mexico. Like, you know, it was always the plan. So y'all know what happened with the baby. You know, that didn't work out the way we wanted it to. But, you know, we were still, after the baby, you know, passed away, whatever, he was still working. I was still going to school. We still had our place that we were renting. And one thing, you know, I always said that, all right, let me get this degree. After I get my degree, after I walk across the stage, then we can go back to Mexico. And that's what we were waiting for me to get my degree. And then one day, you know,
one day we realized You can do school online. You don't have to be in the United States to finish your schooling.
But the thing about it is I was already doing school solely online because when I got pregnant, I was like, okay, when the baby come, I want to do school solely online. So I had already switched it. So after the baby passed away, like we were still, you know, I was still going to school online. So I think Sam just came home one day and was like, why are we still here? Like,
let me elaborate a little bit more.
Okay.
So we were in this house and we were like, you know what? The plan is not to rent long term. So we were interested in purchasing a house. During that process, it was just a lot of drama and just stuff we really didn't want to do.
Well, let me get into that. So what happened was, y'all know we were renting a house and the house was cool, you know, whatever, but we was like, dang, we really want to buy a house. Like, we don't want to be renting forever. So we found a house, y'all. We found realtors. We, you know, found this house that we liked, and we were actually going through with the process of purchasing the house. I mean, we had put down a down payment. We had did all the paperwork, and then I don't know, one day Sam went to work and he came back home and was like, babe, why we put all that money into buying this house when our plan is to go back to Mexico?
Yeah, so essentially, like, we put a bunch of money down on the home to purchase it, and then the mortgage on the house was still going to be astronomical. So it was like, a lot of people say like home ownership is cheaper than renting. Yeah, over time, but like we were going to pay like an additional almost $1,000 to buy this house, and it really just didn't really make sense. So like just thinking on it and sleeping on it a couple of days, I'm like, yo, we can take this money and go back to where we want to go already, as opposed to waiting and then we, you know, trying to go back down the road. It just didn't make sense.
The plan was, okay, babe, listen, y'all know we hustlers to the end, okay? We hustlers by heart. So the plan was like, look, babe, we can get this house, we can buy it, we can fix it up, add value to it, and then we can sell it, take that profit, and go back to Mexico with that profit.
That was the plan.
That was the plan. So, you know, like I said, we had found a house, we put the down payment on it, we signed the papers, and Sam was just like, he literally went to work one day, and then he came back, and he was like, you know, I know we got a couple days before closing, but why don't we just get our deposit back and just take that deposit and go to Mexico with it? And I was like, it was crazy because he come up with some crazy ass ideas all the time. So I was like, let me think about it. Let me sleep on it.
Honestly, the reason why it just seemed like it would be more stressful to try to maintain making payments on this mortgage while still trying to add value. Like, we have like a lot of materials and stuff that we were going to use to upgrade the house, but it still was going to be thousands and thousands or more dollars to do everything we wanted to do to get it to the point where it's ready for sale. So rather than stress ourselves out trying to get to a point where we already had enough money to come to Mexico. So rather than stress ourselves out to try to get to a point to get more money, let's just not do this. Let's just, you know, take this money we already got and let's just go to Mexico.
And not only was it going to take a lot of money to, you know, because we've always said that we never want a new construction house because it just wasn't what we wanted to do. We always wanted a project. We hustlers. We want to take a house that needs some work, fix up on it, sell it, you know, add value, sell it, and, you know, take the profit. That's we hustlers. We always want to do that. So, you know, not only was it going to take a lot of money to fix the house up, but it was going to take a lot of time and energy to fix the house up. And we was like...
And I had a full-time job. She's going to school. We're trying to create content. Y'all see how often we made videos when we was back in the state because we were so busy. So full-time job, going to school, still trying to make content, and then still trying to like make this house work. It just was a lot going on. There was too many moving pieces, and it just didn't really
make sense for us.
Yeah, it didn't make sense for us. Maybe for other people, but for us, that just did not seem like the appropriate move and appropriate situation to put ourselves into.
And then I think of it like this. I'm like, you know, being a homeowner is the goal. But if you're not 100%, if you can't have a house and still live, if you can't have a house, like own a house and still be able to enjoy life and do what you want to do, you stuck in this house for 42 years and 30-year mortgage, I ain't got time for that. So, you know, I was like, you know, let me think on it. Let me sleep on it. Literally, I told him, let me sleep on it. Let me think about it.
And that was my job. My job was writing mortgages. So I know mortgages like the back of my hand. So it really, like the payment, the interest, it really just didn't all make sense. So it's like, you know what, let's just, you know, go back to Mexico, man, and had some peace, because it was also crime. We want to be at peace, y'all. We don't want to be looking over our shoulder. We don't want to have to be in a house before dark because it get chaos, it get crazy after. Like, that's just not the lifestyle we want to live. We want to be at peace, y'all. You feel me?
Houston is so expensive. Like, to go out to eat, you're gonna drop that bag. Parking,
$150 a night.
Parking, they gonna charge your ass $40.
Every time.
I like luxury stuff. We both like luxury, so we don't want to put ourselves in a situation where we have to pay this high ass mortgage and then still not be able. We'll be like, oh, we gotta save this money because we're trying to do this. Like, we didn't want that. So it just made sense. I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? That's, we said we want to go to Mexico anyway. Like, let's go ahead and get our little deposit back and take that money and go to Mexico.
And that's what we did. So we came back. We got our residency. We good for 4 years, and then after that we move into the permanent residency situation,
So with the residency, we're able to start businesses. We can stay here for as long as we want to.
Buy real estate.
Buy land, real estate, like all that.
Everything we want to do. We can open up a regular bank account. We can buy cars. We can do all of the things that we were not able to do the last time we were here. So when we came back this time, it was the plan was to be self-sufficient. We didn't want to have to rely on everybody to do every single thing for us like we had to do last time. We want to be able to stand on our own 2 feet like we do in the States. And that's what I feel like we were able to do when we came back. And
so with us being able to, make our money the way we want to, and that's the thing, like I said, we hustlers. So even in the States, we wanted to, get into real estate. We want to buy land. We wanted to do this, do that. And we could have. It was just going to take a lot of more time because we got a mortgage, meaning we was going to be like, oh, I want to buy some land, or, oh, I want to get into real estate, but I can't do it right now. I got to save the money because we got to have money for the mortgage. I ain't got time for that.
Yeah, so
we ain't had time.
It was a lot to consider. It was a lot of thought and a lot of thought and conversation that went into this planning. Like, we ain't just Teammatetv on the internet. We are teammates, in real life. We discuss everything, and if it don't make sense for the lifestyle that we trying to live, we're not gonna do it. We're gonna change course, and that's what I feel like everybody should do. Have the confidence to do. We ain't too proud to say, hey, America is expensive and ghetto. We ain't got enough money to afford that lifestyle we want there.
And that's the thing. Everybody always asks, why y'all do that? Why y'all move to Mexico? And I'm like, the lifestyle that we want to live, it was too expensive to live in America. Like, literally, you can't live a luxury lifestyle unless you got a whole bunch of money. I know people that's in the military, got good ass government jobs and all that, and they still struggle. They got like 3 and 4 other side hustles, and they still struggle because mortgage and nice ass cars, and they doing this, they doing that, and they can't afford it. And that's not the life that we want to live. So now that we're here in Mexico, we got our temporary residency. We've been putting some things in place. We've been, working our set, and things are going pretty good. As
y'all can see with this content, like when we came last time, it was scarce video uploads. We was having issues with the internet. So all of those things we learned from the previous time we came back, like, we ain't going through that again. So we got top tier internet speed. You see it from the videos uploading 2 days. You barely can keep up with the videos, you know what I'm saying?
And all the things that we wanted to do, like the hustles and the businesses or whatever, we have, we've been making progress. So I'm like, maybe the move to Mexico was exactly what we needed, and we can afford it. We can afford to do it. That's my only thing.
We can stay where we want to stay. We can eat out when we want to eat out. We can go drink. We can go and explore the city. And then we can do it safely. We can go out at any time and make it back home. It's no question about it. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you got to still be cautious wherever it is you are, but it's not, it's nothing. We ain't had nothing to worry about since we've been here. So I don't know about other people's experiences, but I'm at peace. I'm sure,
We're both at peace. We are loving where we at, and, things, I feel like, we made the right move. And from the time that we've been here the past month, things have really been looking like it's been, I don't even know what to say.
Things have been on the up. Things have been elevating for us. I want y'all to understand that. We're gonna go deeper into detail as time permits, but for right now, just know that we are here. We are happy, and those are, majority of the reasons why we decided to move back.
And so the next video, we will definitely let y'all know the differences. Like we said, we've learned a lot of things last time we was here. that helps us this time we were here. So it was definitely a trial and error. Like, we didn't just pop up and say, we know this, we know that. Like, nah, we went through it, like, the first time. So.
And it wasn't like he said, she said. It was personal experiences that we had to encounter. It was losses and lessons we had to learn. So those things put us in position to be able to come back and do it successfully this time. You know, not saying we're not gonna make no mistakes or bump our head. We just ready for it.
Yeah, so next video we'll be letting y'all know a little bit more. So
I do want to let y'all know that we have created a Teammatetv community, and if you are interested in joining said community, the link to is below in the description box. In this community, we are going to do a bunch of letting you guys in our business. You know, It ain't gonna be the corporate, you know, infrastructure that our normal videos have. It's gonna be more exclusive to the people who decide they want to, you know.
So if you want to be nosy, which I know y'all want to be nosy, then go ahead and get in our community so you can be in the Teammatetv mix.
You feel me? I know y'all want to know. Everybody knows it. I know y'all want to know more than the stuff we talking about on here. So we're going to have things like live streams for members only, where y'all can ask the questions that's really burning, that y'all really want to know the answers to. That type of stuff.
All that. So as always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.
And make sure you hit that bell so you don't miss no upcoming videos. And until next time, peace.